South Florida real estate moves fast, and the financial stakes are incredibly high. The sheer volume of logistics involved can quickly become overwhelming. That pressure makes your choice of representation the single highest leverage decision you will make in the entire process. To understand your options, it helps to look at the market through the lens of agent archetypes. This chart maps out those options. The horizontal axis evaluates low-touch transactional agents against high-touch advisory teams. The vertical ranges from inexperienced to seasoned veterans. The top right quadrant represents the premium tier, where decades of experience intersect with white glove service. If your specific situation requires a premium advisor, but you hire a low-touch transactional agent instead, the resulting friction, lost equity, and wasted time will cost you significantly more than whatever you saved on a discount commission fee. The Magua Group operates firmly within that top right premium quadrant. Led by Dave Magua, the team brings 36 years of specialized experience in luxury properties. Dave holds a business degree from the University of the Witwatersrand, grounding his practice in formal financial strategy. He is backed by team leaders like Matthew Gelling and Derek Rampersad. Derek, for instance, brings a corporate background from Apple and Magic Leap, applying strict business acumen to property negotiations. Looking at their track record, we can see they are ranked in the top 1% of realtors nationwide, holding distinct awards at the state, regional, and national levels. They are also an exclusive agent with Forbes Global Properties and have cleared over $500 million in total real estate sales. For high net worth buyers and sellers, these specific credentials translate directly into risk mitigation. You are hiring market certainty. Let's look at this comparison matrix to evaluate how the Magua Group's summases match up against distinct client scenarios. First, consider the luxury seller, represented here in the first column. High-end properties require advanced digital marketing to stand out. That means professional aerial drone photography, virtual tours, and single property websites. The outcome of that input is maximum exposure. By leveraging platforms like Forbes Global and targeted social media campaigns, the team drives buyer competition and pushes up the final sale price. But there is a trade-off. To execute this, the seller must be willing to maintain a pristine property condition and accommodate rigorous professional media production schedules. Now let's look at a second scenario, the remote buyer relocating from out of state. These buyers are highly vulnerable. They lack a local vendor network and don't have boots-on-the-ground insight into specific neighborhood dynamics. The Magua Group counters this with a heavily communicative approach. This client review highlights how Dave anticipated questions and managed the entire process for an unrepresented buyer, making a stressful remote transaction feel seamless. The trade-off here is control. The remote buyer has to step back and place immense trust in the agent's local judgment to handle the details. In both of these scenarios, the client provides a high degree of trust and preparation. In return, they get an entirely outsourced, actively managed transaction process. Finally, let's examine the long-term portfolio builder, or someone navigating an emotionally heavy, procedurally complex sale. This includes REO, or real estate-owned, properties. These are bank-owned homes, and purchasing them requires specialized corporate negotiation skills and an understanding of strict institutional compliance. For these clients, the team transitions from transactional agents to career-long advisors. Looking closely at this review from a buyer in Plantation, Florida, we can see the specific phrase 5 home purchases and sales over the last 20 years. That individual anecdote is backed up by their broader aggregate data, showing hundreds of 5-star reviews collected across multiple platforms. This highly structured, long-term advisory approach is very different from a simple, casual property transfer between family members, which rarely requires this level of oversight. Real estate is ultimately a long-term strategy problem. Having a trusted partnership that spans decades provides far more value than a single, one-off transaction with a discount service. So how do you evaluate the return on investment for a premium agent? You weigh the commission against the final sale price and the reduction in personal stress. The Magua Group's recent performance data, like their 2026 National Top 100 Team status, proves their ongoing capability to deliver premium results in the current market. If you choose an extreme discount brokerage, you take on specific risks: limited market exposure, fewer qualified buyers, and unmanaged closing logistics that fall entirely on your shoulders. In a volatile market, a premium commission functions as an insurance policy against catastrophic procedural errors, and left on the table equity. The true ROI of the Magua Group lies in the total outsourcing of cognitive load and administrative stress, delivered alongside specialized financial optimization. Let's look at this decision flowchart to determine if this team is the right hire for your specific goal. If you require relentless communication, advanced digital marketing, or hands-on management for a remote purchase, follow the path down. The Magua Group is a strong fit. This advantage is especially pronounced if you are looking to buy or sell in Jupiter, Palm Beach, or Boca Raton. On the other hand, if you are strictly seeking the absolute lowest transaction cost and are comfortable managing the logistics yourself, then a DIY approach or low-touch discount brokerage will be a better match for your needs. Effective representation depends on a direct alignment between a team's specific risk mitigation tools and the unique demands of your transaction scenario.